You're not stuck. You're just looking at life from the wrong perspective. What if the key to unlock everything you ever wanted, like peace, happiness, and success, was not out there, but it was already inside of you? It was built and it is already built inside of you. And you know what? It's the power of gratitude. And it's not just mindset, it's secret weapon that people are forgetting about for decades. Let me show you why mastering it will change everything for you. I'm telling you, everything. What was the last time when you were grateful for a cup of the coffee in the morning? What was the last time when you were grateful when somebody opened the door for you? What was the last time when you were grateful for sun coming out? Tell me right now, comment down below, because I don't believe that you are grateful for the smallest things. And being grateful for the smallest things is the start and the key point. It's the first key point to start building the life that you want to have. If you will never ever be happy with the smallest things that the universe, God, or whatever you believe in gives you daily, how do you want to receive more stuff? How do you want to get on the point in life when you are finally happy? You won't be finally happy if you will not be grateful for the smallest things. For example, be grateful that sun came out today. Be grateful that you woke up today. You know how big of the privilege is to wake up every morning and to try again, because you do not have to be there tomorrow. And when you wake up in another day, there's new chance of life to start. You can change your identity daily. You can be today, I can be me, I can be YouTuber, I can be dancer. Tomorrow, I can decide that I will be doctor. And if I really want to achieve being doctor, I will achieve it. So what you have to do, you have to every day take at least 5 things you're grateful for and literally write them down. You can tell them as affirmations. So for example, I'm grateful for the clear water that I can drink today. I'm grateful for the most comfortable bed that I was sleeping. I'm grateful for this mirror because I can see my beautiful self inside of this. I'm grateful for my phone that I can get so much knowledge out of that. Not so many people have this privilege to have this modern phone. Or I'm grateful for the delicious and the most nutritious food that I can eat, because most of the people does not have the privilege to eat this healthy food that you get daily. And you have to realize that it's really privileged to eat so much food you have on table daily. It's the biggest privilege to even do the basic hygiene, because some of the people does not have money. And I know what I'm talking about. Not having money even for hygiene is so much. It's so important that you can afford these basic essentials that others may not afford. And you always want more and more and more, and you take this as something normal. But you have to realize not everyone has these things. People would die to go to school. To be honest, I don't like school, but I'm grateful that I got into it and that I can enter school, because so many and so much people in this world that would love to enter school, even high school, even elementary school, college, they cannot because their circumstances does not let them, because they're stuck in one place that they have to get out of. And you know what? These people are grateful for what they have. These people are grateful for their little house that they have inside of woods. And they're grateful for every single thing that they got. And you know what? God will bless them even more. God will take them out of these situations. God will bless them and they will be truly happy because they have family and love. And they're grateful for the smallest things. They're grateful for animals. They're grateful for food. They're grateful for the smallest things you cannot even imagine, because I'm not saying you're spoiled, because basically I would say everyone who has at least water, food and bed to sleep is spoiled. When you have these things, your mind does not even like wonders. You take this as done, as privilege, as something you need. I know those are standards, but you have to appreciate those standards. And when you appreciate those standards, you can go in another chapter of your life. You can move your standards up from drinking like tap water, which is completely fine, and appreciating this. You can gain so much more money and drink like water, like the most expensive water bottles. Like, that's just a little stupid example, but for example, for being grateful for having sun at least for 5 minutes a day when it's really precious in your country and you don't have often sun. You can go to have sun daily because you can travel somewhere where there's sun daily because you can get the money for it. So when you are grateful for the smallest things in your life, that's when the magic happens. Even the ability to walk to the work, to walk to the school, to even walk outside few steps, that's the biggest privilege. It's the biggest privilege because some people does not have legs. There's like millions of people without legs and you have the legs. So use them. Be grateful for them. You have your hands, you have your hair, you have your eyes. So appreciate it, every single freaking thing you have. Just literally, guys, be grateful. Be grateful as much as you can. Be grateful for people you have around because tomorrow you can wake up and these people does not have to be there. You could be there completely alone. Tomorrow you can wake up and you do not have to have your house. You do not have to have your pet. You do not have to have your parents or your friends. Everything can disappear just in a matter of moment. God can take things out of your hand like this, but when you're grateful, he will give you even more like this. So as fast as God can take things away from you, just appreciate them when you have, because he will take them and then he will immediately give you even more. But you have to always learn some lesson out of it. And what I learned is to be grateful for literally the smallest shit ever. Gratitude changed my life. Not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times. It every day changes my life. So let me tell you my story. So I grew up with both parents and with my sister until my age of 3, and then they divorced. My mom left our house and I went with her. I'm telling you, I was only 3. We moved to our grandma's house from her side, and we did not have much. We literally had to share one room. My mom was going into the 3 work so that she could afford food for me. I'm telling you, we did not have any single piece of money. I did not have anything, and I was so grateful for this. And then we moved into a 1-bedroom apartment when there was my mom and me. And I was so grateful that we had house to live. You cannot even imagine. I was the most grateful kid in the world. Of course, I wanted the things like iPads or like maybe some normal tablet or phone, but I did not have it. And I wanted them so much, but I was not so desperate for them because I was grateful that I had food on my table. Even my sister, she bought me back then. My sister stayed with my dad, and it was really complicated with money. And basically my sister, she bought me this little hamster. I was daily happy, so grateful for this hamster. And literally the smallest stupidest things. When I was little and my parents were living together, I had all of the toys. I had really expensive and so much toys. But when they divorced, all of the toys stayed at my dad's house and I did not went there so often. So when I was with my mom, I had few toys from thrift store, or I made my own toys from paper. I was playing with bags from paper, and that really taught me of being humble and grateful for things that I had. Then we had to move to another 1-bedroom apartment because my mom couldn't afford that one, and she was already working 3 jobs. You know how much big of the deal was that? Then she literally found boyfriend, and we lived 3 people lived in this freaking 1-bedroom apartment. Can you imagine what it was? What it literally was? Sometimes I was so jealous of my friends, even for their lunch in the school, that they were so pretty and everything, because I always had the same thing. I always had the one bagel with salami, and I ate it and I was so grateful, but I couldn't help myself being envy and jealous to those kids that had toast and everything and fruit and so many things on their lunch. And of course they gave me, but I always had this little jealousy inside of me, but I was grateful for what I had. So God even blessed us more. Then my mom found better job, and she was working only this one job, and we moved to this 3-bedroom apartment. Then she found a boyfriend, and this boyfriend, let me tell you, you would expect that man would help to the woman, but he was only living off of my mom. He was giving her the smallest money. He was eating our food. He was giving the smallest money. My mom was basically paying everything, and he was mostly just sitting at home. And it was rental house, okay? It was rental house, so my mom paid some certain parts of rent for this house. And okay, I had more and more things, and I was so grateful for this. And then we moved to another 3-bedroom apartment, which my mom bought. It was no longer a rental apartment, but she took a mortgage to for this house. As I said, this man, he did not give her any money. He was just living off of her, and he was so rude and everything, and he ate our food, and most of the time we did not have food in our house because he ate it, and my mom did not know it. And remember, I was dancing. She signed me up for dance classes, which is almost the most expensive sport. You can't even imagine how expensive that was. My mom bought me costume for $350. It's around 300 euros. You know how expensive was that when that was our monthly rent for our 1-bedroom apartment, and she could afford it. She was working her soul to make me dance. And after that, she moved to so after 5 years, we got really good, and we had more and more money, and we were basically the standard and the normal family. Then the man left, and everything was fine, and there was only me and my mom. Then she found another boyfriend, which she moved to another city, and that was the breaking point. She told me that I'm going with her. She did not ask me what I want to do, and I had the whole career in this place. I had the whole career in my home birth city, and she did not ask me for my opinion. She just met this guy, and they immediately moved there, and I was like, no mom, I'm not going with you. So the only thing that was up was that I did not have home. I was literally homeless. So I went on dormitory, and it was the hell. It was the biggest hell, because there were so many hockey players and guys which were so jealous, and they hated me through the core. They hated me. They were bullying me daily. I was crying 2 months daily at the dormitory. And then there was one day when I decided that I'm going to run away, and I never ever came back. I was daily crying, and it was really hard season for me. And then I realized how important it is to have just basic essentials, just have to your space to chill in, just have to have good people around you, or just have to have the food and everything around you, your peace, your free will when you go to sleep, because they shut my lights at certain time. 3 roommates exchanged in the 2 months period that I've been on the dormitory. You know how literally how bad is this? Mostly you have 2 roommates for 3 years at least. I changed 3 of them in 2 months. They hated me, and also I didn't like them, and I couldn't chill. Can you imagine to come from school to get into another place where you are bullied and even more disliked as in the school? You know how traumatic was that for me? I did not eat. I developed eating disorder because I was not eating proper breakfast, lunch, or dinners. They were all just the most shitty meals ever, and it was the worst period of my life. Then I ran away to my grandma's house, and currently I'm at my grandparents' house, and I have really everything that I would ask for. But you know what can happen? They are really old, and they don't have to be there tomorrow. And what will happen if they will go? Where I would go? If they would throw me out, where would I go? I would be literally homeless. So be grateful for everything you have. I'm sorry for screaming at you, but you have to realize that you have something in one day, then you can have nothing. I literally live off my suitcase till this day. Of course, I got more and more stuff, but if my grandparents would decide that they don't want me in this house anymore, where would I go? Tell me where. I know that God would not let me down, that God have always the best plan for me, but realize the thing that I can be homeless tomorrow. Today I live like a king, tomorrow I can be homeless. And it's just a matter of time when things are going to happen, just because you're not enough humble and grateful for things that you have. So what I wanted to say by this is that I'm literally grateful, so freaking grateful for every single thing. Even though I live in toxic household, I have my own space up there that I can lock my thoughts in. And you can not even imagine how grateful I am. You can see how God loves me so much, because I went from nothing to everything through the period of no time. God loves me and God loves you so much. God loves everyone because we are his child. We are his creation. So he would never ever let you down when you appreciate the things that he makes and does for you. So literally realize the smallest things you have, that they are the most precious gifts that you could ever imagine. So here are some additional practical tips how you can add gratitude into your life. So what I do is that after every meal that I eat, I say thank you for this meal. I say to the person who provides me the meal, and if I eat it alone and I provide it to myself, I say thank you so much for this meal and I appreciate it. I know in the Korean culture they do this often and normal, that they thank to farmers and everything, but what I'm trying to do is to always do this. I don't remember how it is called in English, and to thank God that I have this meal. And after every meal that I finish, I literally say thank you. I literally say thank you for this meal. Even when there's no one, I say thank you. And when we were somewhere and I did that in my friend's household, her mom was like, it's okay, it's literally no problem. It's like, you're so sweet. And I was like, for me, it's not privilege to have food. It was not privilege for me while growing up to have food. So I'm literally grateful for every single freaking thing, snack or anything that you will give me and God will give me. So that's why I'm so thankful. So you can do that, or you can just appreciate when you sit and you have free time. You can appreciate the relaxation and the free time you have. And there are just thousands and thousands of tips how you can do this gratitude seconds and moments in your day. Gratitude will literally raise your vibration by 100%. So when you feel guilty, or when you feel really some bad emotions, or when you feel some jealousy or anything, remember what you are grateful for and things that you have and you own, and then your vibration will go up. And what I do is that I'm so grateful that sometimes I want to cry. Literally right now I feel so warm in the center of my heart. You cannot even imagine how grateful currently I am just for sitting there, having phone that I can record, having the warm space in the winter that I can be in, having TV, having my sister, having this beautiful clothes, having this jewelry, having my beautiful young face that I will not ever have, because I will not ever have this age in this life. So literally live on the fullest as you can and be grateful for everything. Of course I will be young tomorrow if I will live till tomorrow, but what I wanted to say is that I will never ever be younger than I'm right now. So I really appreciate every single moment of my being on this earth, even the bad times. How would you want to grow without raining? How would tree want to grow without watering? So you will grow when you have the worst and depressing state in your life. First of all, God has to break you before he will give you everything. Remember that. You will never ever grow without being watered in rain. You will grow so much more after rain. You know what does no rain and no storm? Savannah and literally desert. So if there wouldn't be the bad times in our life, your life would be like desert, and it would be so plain, and you would not grow more and more and move on in life to another level. You wouldn't never find your potential if life would not break you. So be grateful even for these breaking moments, and know that God and you will get out of this as soon as possible and as fast as you will learn your lesson you had to learn in this breakdown. Nothing lasts forever. As I said, I can be there today, but tomorrow I can be gone. I can be literally gone. And that's you. That's your parents. That's your pets and animals. And don't take this as some depression thing. Take this as some most positive thing that you can ever have, so that you appreciate every single moment you are on this earth, every single thing you receive. Just, guys, I promise you, appreciate it, and your life will turn around by 360 spins. 360. So my closing tip for gratitude is to make gratitude journal. This really helps me. I'm trying to do daily gratitude practice by saying at least 5 things I'm grateful for. So the most things that I'm ever grateful for is that I'm healthy, that I'm beautiful, that everything's always working out in my favor, that God is always with me, protecting my family. I'm grateful for my healthy sister. I'm grateful for my friends and for all of the influential people that I meet, for my power, and for this beautiful day that I survived on this beautiful, precious, delicious food with this beautiful, entertaining moments with my family, with my phone, even scrolling on TikTok. Everything I'm grateful for. So literally write at least, it doesn't have to be 5 things, just 3 things you're grateful for. So buy literally any journal, any freaking journal, and take your pen. And what I personally did, I bought this pen, or my sister bought it to me, and I was like, I'm going to only journal with this pen. So it was like little gratitude and magical pen for me, and I wrote with this pen only things that I'm grateful for. So immediately when I pick up this pen, I feel grateful, because that's just how I said it. And I write the grateful things with this pen, and it helps me so much. Even when I'm in some breakdowns, I remember what I'm grateful for and what I still have. It will improve your looks. It will improve your mental health. It will improve your life quality. It will improve everything. You cannot even imagine how your physical body will change after being grateful for your looks, after loving yourself, and after loving your surrounding. God will bless you even more when He will see that you're grateful for things and you're happy for things that you already have. God will give you like 10, 20, or 100 times more than you will ever ask if you will be happy and you will be not expecting anything, and you will be living in this present moment and be grateful for these things. And gratitude also, and what gratitude also does is that it helps you live in this present moment. And in this fast society, it's really important to live in the present moment. And what else can help you live in present moment than being grateful for things that you currently have? You have to stay grounded to get unattached. You know what I mean? You have to stay grounded to get unattached from things you don't like. So be grateful for things that you have, and that will literally keep you in this state of being in the present moment and appreciate every single thing you own and have. Guys, I say this in every video, and I want to say thank you so much if you watch this till the end. I'm so happy that I found these people that wants to achieve something, wants to change their mindset, and wants to improve, and that are so loving and spread so much love, positive energy. When I read your comments, I literally sometimes want to cry, because it makes me feel so freaking precious and good. And I am precious. I am really precious. But these comments make my vibrations higher, and I can really feel your emotions through these comments. And if this video would be for even one person, I would make it, because I love to help people. I want to help as much people as I can with my things that I already done and with my experience, so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. It is obvious that you have to go through something to realize certain things, as I did with all of this parody, and to lose and gain everything at once. But if I will tell you, you don't have to go through this, and you can experience better and more things. So God literally sent me to your For You page, or to your whatever you're watching me on. God literally send me to you to say this to you. And guys, really be grateful. Believe in God. I love every single one of you. I read every single comments. I like every single comments, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping, but as I want to say, guys, I love you. I literally don't know who's behind this camera, but I feel your energy and I know you're a good person and you're trying to improve yourself, because if you wouldn't want to improve yourself, first of all, you wouldn't watch this video. So I'm grateful for you, and you can follow me everywhere on my social media. I post on TikTok and Instagram almost daily. And yeah, you can follow me on you can subscribe me on YouTube, because like 70% of my viewers does not subscribe me, and it will really help me to my content creation and to help to more and more people, so that we live in this more and bigger loving society. And guys, comment down below what happened to you, and if you want some advice on it, or if you want more vlogs or more videos like this, or some questions that I will answer on my next video. And guys, I love you so much, and thank you for watching. Bye.